got so many. You all right today?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, hello. Welcome to show number 29. We're glad for y'all to be listening to us. If you're on iTunes, iHeart, podcast, any kind of good stuff, thank you for watching us tonight or listening to us. On the table, we got Chris with a K.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Hey.
We got Opie. What's up? We got Wabi.
Glad to be back with you.
And we got Chris.
What up, what up?
And I promise you, in about 1 minute, Tremaine will be walking through the door late once again. So Tremaine is here today also. Well, welcome to the Walk Ons show. We're going to have a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about the recent FBI scandal that's going on within the college basketball ranks. A lot of stuff to be dealt with that. And we're going to interview Coach Gentry, Chapin High School. We'll be at Chapin High School on Friday night as the AC Florida Falcons takes on the Chapin Eagles. So we'll be talking to him later on in the show. And then also we're going to talk about a little bit of the USC and Clemson matchups over the weekend. As we also know what happened on last Saturday with USC and Clemson.
Yep. What happened with USC?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So let's go right into the pick six. On the first pick six, on last week, we was at Ridgeview High School as the South Point Stallions came to town to take on the Ridgeview Blazers. South Point came out victorious after a close matchup in the first half.
Oh, okay. I was making sure the first half was close.
In the first half, it was close.
That's
And
about
then
it.
in the second half, it went off from there. But South Point came out victorious.
They showed why they're number 7 team in the nation there in the second half.
And number 1 in the state, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Kendrick got ejected after a couple personal fouls.
I think it was unsportsmanlike, mouthing off too much.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I understand the hype was, you know, pretty much legit up in the high levels of energy.
Yeah, he
but
was complaining one time he got face mask and helmet came flying off, no penalty, and he's complaining to everybody. But, you know, you got to keep your cool.
yeah. But in games like those, especially when you get to college and stuff like that, you got to learn to keep your composure.
Yeah,
And-
Dabo and them coach him up and get that out of him when they get him there.
Oh, yeah. And speak of Jermaine.
Oh, we
here
talking about
comes-
Rich. We talking about Rich. We just started just in
Come on
time.
in. Talk about lateness at its finest.
Lateness at its finest.
I would
Okay.
say your mama, but I'm not going to say that on this radio show right now. Love you.
It'd be all right.
Hey, guys.
What's going on, man?
Good to see you.
How you guys doing?
Doing
Hey,
great.
I told the listeners for the second week in a row, you know, it's all right.
You know what's funny is I actually heard you say it on the and I busted up laughing in my truck.
All right, I'm going to get him so good on this.
Well, you need to talk to construction here in Columbia.
Right.
Constructing I-77. And, yeah, so I had to go all the way around the world
It's all right.
and just to get here. Glory.
But we all still got laughs, so things happens.
But
Things
you got-
happen, so.
So, Opie, you going to do me? You going to do that face?
No, I'm not going to do you.
You know. I don't know. I don't.
Pause.
Please don't do that.
Another pause
You-
for the night.
please don't
Listen,
do that.
you missed it. I was just answering the question.
Listen,
My bad.
Shut up, Tremaine.
Oh, no.
Hey, look.
29.
So as we go into the
Oh
topic,
yeah, back to Ridgeview. It's still a great team, great team in the making, but they did not show that. Tremaine, Robbie, what y'all think?
oh,
I
okay, you want me-
think we found out South Point has a little depth at quarterback. Tyleek Steele, just a sophomore, came in,
yeah.
threw it around a little bit. And
They're gonna be good for some years to come.
oh yeah, they're building a definite program long term.
We're not going to go up there and check a game out.
We will.
You really want my opinion?
Maybe
on
they
that
need to
game?
play Dutch
Yes.
Fork or Burns. I don't.
That'd be a great
That
matchup.
would be-
Yes.
We will be there for that if that's the case.
If you really want my opinion on that game, okay. Let's just put it all on the table.
Make,
Oh, let's
Half
go.
the problem.
Yeah, make it short.
half
I wanna
the
talk
half.
about
No, you're fine. But half the problem. See, they don't. It makes me mad when you don't teach defensive backs, and that's the problem. You don't teach them how to play up on the wide receivers. They're playing back. They're playing on their heels. Why cornerbacks are getting taught now to bail out and to run backwards. So you're leaving open wide receivers, and you're giving up. You're going to give up first downs. it's just, I mean, they do it in NFL, they do it in college, and they do it in high school. And these kids, they only do it in high school because they see these professionals doing it, and they see these college kids doing the same thing. And the problem is that both teams were doing the same thing. South Point was doing it too, and Burns will beat them because of that, because their cornerbacks do not understand how to play up on top of the wide receivers and play hard-nosed football.
But they saw that.
Well, correct.
They adjusted to that second half.
And they adjusted to it, but Ridgeview didn't. And that's the reason why. And Ridgeview, I mean, defensive-wise, I don't know where they was at.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, in the first half, the intensity was matched up to South Point. And
it was the fight that added up to South Point's intensity.
The fight? Yo, the fight
they got
and the
into
music.
it.
The fight and the music.
Yeah, the fight and the DJ. The DJ was hype.
DJ was fired. Shout out to you.
He was fired though.
Yo, Nuck If You Buck came on?
He said,
like,
"No, if you buck."
Yeah, no following it?
Is that what started the fight?
He turned it on right after the fight broke out.
Perfect timing.
And everybody was up there throwing them bowls up, baby, like, hey.
Then students, listen. No, there were no. We had about 3 or 4 Ridgeview students. Everybody else from other schools. How do other schools come to your game?
They was allergic.
Yeah,
sports.
Yeah, I wonder what the band was.
I think that's 2 times a week.
I didn't have a band.
No,
I think that's two times a week. You criticize student sections there.
Listen, no. Spring Valley has been the best student section to date.
Because we
and
lit.
I stand by that.
It's not
Valley.
It's not who?
It's not Ben Lippin.
Who?
Hammond.
I wasn't there for the Ben Lippin. I wasn't there for the Ben Lippin. But everything I've seen,
it definitely wasn't Northeast either.
Says Spring Valley.
All I'm saying,
listen, Northeast ain't got nothing to cheer for right now.
Look, I'm sorry, they deserve to lose that game,
facts.
dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Hey, shout out to Coach Parks, you're awesome coach. It's not.
That's the homie.
I take nothing from. He's an awesome coach. I mean that. But whoever the defensive back coach is, he need to fix something.
Let's go to the next topic. The juice is loose, everybody. OJ has been released.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Watch out for that new reality show coming
It's
soon.
coming. Kris Jenner got it in the works already.
I'm your father.
I'm your father.
Juicing.
Awkward.
You think he'll come out with a TV show probably?
Ain't no thing.
Definitely.
Mike Tyson did.
They probably writing it right now.
Really?
Listen, they're going to introduce him to Chloe for the first time on the air. And she pregnant too. And Kylie's pregnant. Listen, this is ratings gold for Kris Jenner.
Well, see,
She deserves an award. They're going to give her a statue one day.
I have some comments about that.
Jenner.
That's a
Gin and Juice. That's the name of the show.
Yo, we copyrighting that. The show is copyrighting that.
On my mind. Hey, rolling down the street.
Next topic, gin and juice. I like that. So they gin and juice. We're gonna say, hey, Kristen came up with that.
She copyrighted.
Gin and juice, baby.
Next topic, baseball. We got baseball news in this Big Six. The postseason starts tonight. You got the Twins versus the Yankees and the Rockies and the Diamondbacks.
Aaron Judge, baby.
Aaron Judge. I think the Yankees could go pretty far. I understand they're in the wild card. They probably start a little bit low.
You been watching?
But yeah, I've watched a little bit of baseball here and there. But I think Yankees probably go a little bit far.
He works for a baseball team.
Maybe.
Right.
I hope his prediction
ever since
better than.
Ever since working with the Friars,
I've been watching
baseball.
I don't.
What was the
I don't
prediction?
see that happening.
I say Yankees will win this game. Whoever wins the game goes to the next round. So
Yeah, it's one game.
that's what makes the wild card season.
Rockies going to win and Twins going to win.
I say Rockies and Yankees.
D-back.
Twins got enough for one game. I mean,
I try to
Yankees,
keep up with
Yankees
your
got enough for one
predictions.
game.
No, it's not. They're not going to get swept. Man, like I'm just thinking
It's only one game series.
it is.
Yeah, for a wild card. For wild card.
For wild card. Okay, I didn't get a chance.
Yeah,
Right.
the Yankees gonna win this because they'll put everybody. You can put everybody you can for.
Yeah.
They got enough for one game.
D-backs with a South Carolina connection. Bamberg Earhart product is a pitcher. I forget his name right now.
Okay.
Bamberg.
The history lesson. Well, not history lesson, but
Watch out for the Indians, though.
watch out for them. They could win this year.
They serious.
They are real serious. They could have won last year, but I was kind of going for the Cubs more. So
The Cubs.
They gave it away.
next topic, WNBA series are tied at 2-2. I've been watching this finals.
It's been frustrating.
Oh my God.
Okay. Tell us how you really feel.
Minnesota won the first game, LA won the next 2, and then Minnesota won the last game in a good fashion. So the reason why I go for the Sparks because, like I said, Candace Parker's on there. She's fine still.
Said she's fire or fine?
Fine. Fine.
So nothing
Not
about her
fine.
games. She's just
Right.
a beautiful woman.
Not fine, but
So,
fine.
so aesthetically
Fine.
speaking, you're going for Candace Parker.
So, hey, Candace Parker, man. Hey,
So nothing that she's a top.
But you saw that
player.
block? You saw that block?
None of that.
None of that. She's just Candace. Shout out to you. You're fine. Your game.
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
know.
no.
shoot your shot.
Not fine. Fine. She fine. She fine.
But that block she did that night though was like serious. Like she blocked this girl, and I don't know where she went after that.
That should be an intense game, though.
Kristen,
I don't know. That was frustrating.
well, why is it frustrating to you?
Go ahead.
I want Minnesota to win, but it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch them try to adjust and not adjust. And
You just want to
I
throw that TV across the field. Like, why are they doing that?
yeah, they were making some crazy errors. Minnesota should have been won this a long time ago. They've been giving the LA the game.
I still want to see Skylar Diggins in the NBA Finals one day.
Oh right.
She got.
Yeah.
Is it because she fine?
Yeah,
She is fine.
That's the only,
Okay.
She fine.
that's the only other reason. I was like, have you been watching her play?
Nah, no.
We got time for one more topic. LeVar Ball pulled his son out of high school. We're going to be homeschooling him. He will be training him personally.
It'll be a long time for someone who lives up to the hype.
I wonder if he changed himself
That no, his father
because he
actually.
was boo boo.
Who? He's just
LeVar.
LeVar.
LeVar was horrible. When
So what gives him?
What do you have?
The-
2.2?
2.2 what?
Points per game.
Yeah.
I thought it was 0.4.
If there was a possible way they could do negative 2.2, I'll be
0.4.
satisfied with that stat.
So if he trained himself,
Train yourself, yeah.
then I just don't get it.
I don't know. We're going to see the
It
comparison.
don't add up. I'm a math teacher.
We're
That
going to see
don't
the
add up.
comparison between LaMelo and his son.
Mellow trash.
See how that goes.
And
Exactly.
we just gonna forget about the middle one. Who said that earlier?
The middle one's going.
Leangelo.
All them going.
Shout out Leangelo. If nobody else is going to say it to you, my guy, shout out to you, fam.
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
Shout out to all the late people out there.
We're going to talk about the FBI scandal that's going on right now in college basketball.
That was a nice try.
And after that, we're going to talk to Coach History.
Ready, set, fire. Why you come for me like that?
I'll go do it all the time.
Who came for you?
No, both of y'all. Hold on, why your voice go up like 20 octaves?
That's a line.
That was Marcus.
Can you bring us back in?
Huh?
Can you bring us back in?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah.
It's all right.
Why Marcus get fancy microphone and everybody else get the?
This is Dave's microphone. By default, I want to sit here.
I didn't complain about where you sitting at. I'm just looking at the fact that you get the fancy microphone and we don't.
Well, tell Dave to buy another $150 microphone.
Not gonna happen.
Dave ain't doing it. You remember who we talking about, right?
No, he'll buy it. Once you give him the money for
You're
it.
right. He will. I know.
He'll place the order.
Let me tell you something. I've known Dave for a long time.
Yeah.
Buy one of them.
That is, I am not going.
Hey, buy one of those Radio Shack mics.
Hey, Jermaine.
What up, man?
Now defunct Radio Shack.
Cool from the karaoke machine.
Oh, I guess I didn't put my glasses.
Karaoke machine.
I can see the line.
May you feel Jesus
Otherwise, I can't see.
every day.
Because otherwise,
LaMelo,
That's a look sophisticated.
Ramello.
Are we back in?
Oh, yeah, we back here.
Oh.
I missed the line. I was adjusting my glasses. Come on, man. I had to put my glasses on.
Hey, Chris, I thought she had to
Welcome.
adjust her eyes to the glasses. Like, this go take
know,
You know
time.
what? You always be doing me.
Like, give me about
I
2
don't-
minutes.
Terrible.
Give me 2
You
minutes.
see how they do me?
We not
Hey, I'm
doing
going there,
nothing.
everybody.
They talking about Chris, me, miss.
Welcome back to the Walk Ons.
Marcus, they say you the GOAT, bruh.
You walk off.
That's
Why
what
I gotta
Shout
walk
out Eric
off?
Owens.
Let's go. Eric Owens, my man.
Why you put that in there?
He didn't hear your He didn't hear your top 10.
Oh yeah,
no.
y'all will get that one day.
It'll be all right.
Well, anyway, we're going to move on to the next topics. Y'all want to do me?
But don't forget to
we're going to do something else.
visit our new website, www.freethinkersradio.com.
Because we snazzy.
Okay.
Yeah.
New and improved.
Okay.
And make sure you follow us on our iHeartRadio podcast.
Oh yeah.
And Facebook, and Twitter,
And
and
podcast app on
Instagram,
iTunes,
and Periscope,
and Twitch,
All that
Snapchat,
stuff.
Instagram.
Twitch.
Snitch.
Snitch.
Snitch too.
I just wanted to say
Snitches
that.
get stitches.
Ain't no snitching.
We got a lot
Y'all
of
heard
snitches.
Cameron.
We got a lot of snitches. Why you looked at me?
Snitches get stitches.
What is-
too. All right, so let's
Anyway.
I just saying, somebody snitched.
On who?
Huh?
On this FBI scandal? That's what we talking about. Somebody was snitching on them.
Oh, they about to be snitching. Think about it.
Who you think gonna break
These
first?
white collar folks. These ain't criminals. They not built for jail. They will snitch. They not about that. Like they gonna be snitching.
Yeah, white collar folks.
Listen.
They're gonna be in there selling in the turkeys. You going to jail?
Y'all see First 48? This is gonna be better.
Hey, no.
They ain't even gonna have to press on.
They
Have you
not
seen-
built for jail.
Look,
First.
Chris. Hey, bro, you facing 40 years, bro.
They ain't had to tell them that. They was snitching in the car ride over to the jail.
Look, man, I ain't know nothing about the millions of dollars they sending into the.
if I tell you who was with me, you'll give me some time off.
Hey, man,
But you heard how they caught them though? Like there was a disguised person trying to get money.
they wig was off.
Yeah.
The lipstick.
But guess what? Again, more proof that these are not criminals. They ain't thinking
So
about that.
it was an undercover who? An undercover player? Well, not an
No, it's
undercover
an
player. but
undercover player.
It was a dog with a V.
So pretending to want to receive.
to receive money, and then that's how they bust.
How do you have an undercover? How do you have somebody that you're willing to give money that you don't know nothing about? So that's how they get.
because they want
Because they want players.
Yeah. It's probably actually
But what
a
I'm
good
saying
player,
is, if
right?
it was a good enough player for them to want to offer money, how did they not know
It's a third
that it
person.
wasn't a player?
They put him up to it.
Right.
It was already a good
So
player.
did the FBI bribe a players?
I wouldn't call it bribery.
Well, in order-
Trying to get information, just like when
It's
you
not really-
have underage kids go into convenience
seen Chris
stores
Hansen?
trying to
Well,
buy
I wonder what
cigarettes,
Right.
trying to buy alcohol.
Correct.
Yeah.
I wonder what.
It's not.
But in this case, though,
anything.
The FBI,
bribery about it.
you are more than welcome to use me. I look 16, and I will go and
yeah, I'm
accept
pretty sure
money
they got
from any
paid pretty
college.
good, though.
I will keep what's in my head and what I'm about to say.
State your name.
Yeah, no, that though.
And you say it be me.
I'm about to say something. I'm not gonna say that.
The gutter.
Well,
I'm not thinking that. Hey,
I ain't saying no.
oh,
Anyway, in the scandal, Louisville of all teams are involved in this.
Louisville.
Coach Peters is suspended. Along
Surprise.
Listen,
That does not shock me.
he ain't working no more. Listen,
I won't-
go ahead and take coach off his name.
I know they said about the coach 2 and the player 10 and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's more people involved after they investigate some more.
But you be
Definitely more people involved.
You want the
you
big
would be-
fish though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Patino
be-
finally goes down. He avoids indirect sex scandal, direct sex scandal.
Yeah.
And it finally goes down.
I mean, you'd be amazed, man, seeing what some of these coaches do.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. This does not shock me that
No, it don't stop me either.
at all.
But listen,
And more of them will get caught.
but listen to Paterno's story from his first sex scandal, how that happened. That's my first time listening to the details of the story. I mean, I knew what happened, but the details of what he did and what she did, I was like, goodness, Jesus.
Patino, not Paterno.
That's an ABC.
You said Paterno. You meant Patino.
Paterno.
Yeah.
Paterno,
They
Patino.
on their
Paternal DNA.
God bless the dead.
don't be
Yeah.
they on their R. Kelly game.
Can we play a little bit of R. Kelly?
No, we don't have the rights for that. So we're not gonna do that.
But also in those
We
10
must
coaches,
don't want viewership.
also in those 10 coaches arrested, former USC assistant, sideline assistant, Lamont Evans, who was an assistant coach for USC and also for Oklahoma State. He got fired, of course, but he used to coach under Frank Martin while at also Kansas State and for USC. So that brought up a lot of questions here in Columbia about, okay, is South Carolina involved in any of this?
Why would that bring up questions? What super high quality recruits did we get to South Carolina to warrant that?
That has
Well,
nothing
I
to do with it, though.
I won't say the high recruits, but the guys going to NBA drafts. Not saying no names.
Listen,
But there's some people that went to
Listen.
NBA draft that
Listen.
don't need to go to NBA
But
draft.
but
I'm just saying.
nah.
I'm not saying no names.
I believe they looking at a bunch.
You on a sports talk talking about you're not gonna say
I'm
nothing.
not saying the name.
We gonna say names. Say the name.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't
No,
help
say the
liable.
name. I want to
There
know.
could be a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Man, look.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What we gonna do?
Huh?
What are you gonna do?
Hey, look, this is a brand new show. I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna try to get this show go down in the.
Man. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Not gonna say the name.
I would say
Jesus, take the wheel.
I say this. It until they figure out how to compensate or put a tag on whatever they're gonna do, some stipend or however they get it.
I vote for a stipend. They owe me back
I'm not gonna get
athletic
nothing.
support.
But going forward, definitely have to figure out a way to do something. Like I said, I've always said this after it was brought to my light. They still get who controls the the rights to these 30 for 30s, these when they go back and go, the best college games with Duke and whoever, you know what I'm saying, with these kids. So you're not going to get that money in, and that's royalties rolling over. So that's hand over fist every year. And some of these guys that's playing that are playing in these powerhouses, maybe not get a job overseas or might struggle for 3 years before they even go into the workforce because for so long they've been giving their life to basketball. So I know we laugh and joke about it, but it's just one of these topics that they got to figure something out, but they're not. They're going to sit and they're going to wait and they're going to point fingers at coaches that's just doing their job. So.
But that could go back to the discussion about, paying athletes. Should athletes get paid?
Yes, when you talking about bringing in this
the legal way, should I say?
Listen, you bringing millions and millions and millions of dollars to institution.
Correct.
They got money for. Okay, I played for the Big East. We get money for this. We get money for this. The football and the basketball are paying for everything else.
Right.
So what are you talking about? The rights, the everything. That's what's attracting your television, your everything.
I agree.
Well, you think about jersey sales. They're
not even.
They're putting your number on there.
They just took
key
the names
athlete.
Off. Yeah, but they took the names off because the stuff with the video game. So that recently just happened while I was in school because they had we had our last name. I remember going, oh shoot, I got my name on it, and they're selling jerseys. So what about that? So who takes that? And that also came out with Ohio State when the running back went there. So
Maurice Claret.
So that
tried to go pro after 2 years. Yeah,
but you have to, especially with football. And so it's one of those topics that people will always avoid the question because they don't want to take care of the solution.
But they'd rather avoid it. The frustrating part is that you have athletes that, they do deserve to get paid for what they're doing, even in college. But the little bit of money that they give them just to live on campus, and then you'll put them in debt and say, because some of them don't even have scholarships. Some of them do. And the ones that don't have scholarships, they're struggling with all these loans and all these other issues. And then they actually turn around and they become top athletes there. You don't get compensated for anything you do, for anything that you work for, and you're struggling. Money-wise, it's sad and it's frustrating to see these athletes go through what they go through.
They need, me and my brother, we talked about it, they need to get together like the NBA do with a union. And Northwestern tried. That was a school that pretty much brought it. It was 4 years ago when they brought attention to it, saying that athletes should get paid. So it should be a lot of more guys getting together, chatting or whatever, and making it a priority so that you have that, the people that represent you.
Right.
Up north, they have it. Those unions. Yeah, you have to have a union. You have to have somebody that's speaking for you. You have to have somebody that knows the terminology that can go in there and talk their talk in their language so that they'll listen to you. Because at the end of the day, the next thing they are going to listen to, and that might be an option. Just send your kids overseas. Get an agent that's been over there. After they graduate, just send them overseas.
And I'm straight there, right?
That'd be your next option. Why not? Why put them somewhere where they're going to get 4 years of an education that they might can't use because they're going to communications, and your main focus is I get you're the top student athlete. Your main focus is basketball. Your main focus is football. And for people that's never done that, it's like really working and just those 4 years you're studying and working like you really don't know until you get done of working. Like, oh my gosh, I missed so much time go by because I'm working. I'm not living.
Great example. And say this, Johnny Manziel. Turn around. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he didn't do anything. He couldn't have made wise choices. But think about it. You get into college, and then like you said, all you doing is sports and school. You do nothing else. But that's all you focus on, and you don't get paid for it. First and foremost, they put all the money everywhere else, in all the fields and everything else. And then you turn around, and these guys get out here after college. They don't know they don't know what they're doing. They just out here.
Right.
Struggling, trying to figure out how to stay structured.
You got to do a better one because he comes.
I'm just saying, but still, even if he came from money, it's still mentally.
Yeah, he didn't.
Just because he came from money, don't mean mentally he's still right.
Right.
True.
Don't mean mentally he can still handle it. And we see that because guess what? He's not in the NFL right now. We know from going professional, when you become a professional athlete, your whole mind shift changes. Everything you ever known from college and everything else, it's like you go through a debriefing period because you have to understand how to be a professional, not just on the field, but off the field. And a lot of these kids at 22 years old don't know that. And so you're bringing them into a place and you're saying, grow up now. No, go grow up. How is that kid supposed to learn to grow up? What is he going to do? His mind's not there.
I mean, you're still dealing with the fact that they're not going to pay him for that reason. I mean, that's going to be the biggest argument. They're not professional, not this, that, and they're amateur. But
right. But why not teach them? Why not since they're in college and you can pay them while they're there and teach them how to manage money. Teach them how to be responsible. I really believe they really need a year not to go to college and need a year just to go through and learn before they even go to college.
For most colleges, though, if you look at D1, D2, HBCU schools, D3 at that, all of them are not going to have the luxury to teach athletes how to use their money.
We're talking about D. I mean,
I speak for
none of them teach it.
I believe all
none of them teach it.
I believe all colleges should at least pay their athletes for something. I understand the level.
The money is there.
The money is there. That's not the problem.
Like York just said, University of Oklahoma is worth $1.5 billion.
But they're not going to give it to. They're not going to do it because they want to use these kids and then throw them out there and say, "Go figure it out."
Think about it.
When we come back, we're going to talk to Chapin High School Coach Justin Gentry, about their upcoming game against AC4 Fox. So stay tuned for that.
Just like they say, okay, you're getting paid by getting the degree. Okay, when you go to a job, they pay you with a check, and they also pay you in skills for that job. You can take that skill and use it somewhere else.
Well, yeah.
You're still getting a check, though. What I'm saying is, like, you getting a degree. Okay, that's the skill. Where's the check that goes along with it?
Like I said, all they want to do is use these kids, get what they can get out of them, and then send them on their way.
I agree, Damon. Like some high school teachers, like me and Marcus went to White Knoll High School, so they had business and personal finance.
But
how to use your money.
One out of how many high schools?
I know, but he's saying high school should teach.
Hey, hold on one second, guys.
Yeah, should be managed.
Coach, can you hear me? Hey, Coach, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Cool.
Coach Gentry, the man.
Glad to have you back, Coach.
I appreciate y'all having me.
No problem.
That's the GOAT right there.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you. Hey, I want to get one thing straight, though. I responded just now to Facebook. Y'all put on there FBI scandal and interview with Coach Justin. In case my mama's out there. This time it has nothing to do with me.
Perfectly clear.
My bad, Coach.
Please don't get Coach Gentry in trouble. We need you, Coach.
We were trying to put the comma in there, but for some reason, due to computer reasons.
Oh, computer reasons now.
Yeah, my bad.
It's Marcus' fault, Coach. It's Marcus' fault.
It's all good.
Just to be clear, Chapin High School is not under investigation at all.
Not right now.
Not yet.
Coach Gentry said, she said not.
Keep winning, they might come sniffing around.
How you get that player?
Welcome back to the Walk Ons. Once again, make sure you check out our website at freethinkersradio.com and make sure you follow us on our podcast at iHeartRadio and iTunes. And also, High School Game Day will be broadcasted live at 7 o'clock pregame show from Chapin High School, and also our radio broadcast will be getting started at 7:30 on Spreaker. So make sure you tune in for that. As you see, Kristen is not here because she has to take a little quick break. So she will be back in just a second. And so if you see an empty chair here, you just got here. She was,
Wow.
I don't think the podcast would know that.
Well, I'm just saying, people watching on Facebook Live.
What a lot of the viewers.
Yeah. So, Coach, how you feel, man?
Pretty good. We've had a first couple good days of practice, and I think the guys are a little motivated and a little focused for this week's ball game. So we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Cool. You have a 4-2 record. You started a recent play by defeating Dre on last Friday. You have pretty much a 2 quarterback system with Pajoni and Gordon. So I know y'all using them pretty well, looking at the stats and all that good stuff. So tell me about how that is going so far this season compared to the beginning of the season.
Yeah, we started this season thinking one was going to take the reins and run with it, and neither one of them played bad by any means to be a backup, and neither one of them really took it and separated themselves because they're both pretty good quarterbacks, just bring a little something different to the table. And so we've kind of morphed into it a little bit, and we try to go with the hot hand. This past week, Rob Gordon came off the bench and was the hot hand and got banged up and injured. He's still a little questionable about this week, but Padroni got a little banged up. So, but we kind of fed off of each other. So, but we expect both of them to be healthy and be ready to go by Friday. But it's kind of a day to day, especially on Rob's part.
Yeah, Padroni was the when we came to game day at River Bluff some weeks ago. Padroni was the player of the game.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm looking forward to see what he can do.
Moving forward, this Opie, what's up, Coach?
That's all right, man. How you?
I'm doing all right, Coach. Moving forward with having an option of having two good quarterbacks, and the season going on as well as it is. What do you think the next step is for the maturation of your defense or everybody else to start stepping up to even like evolve to, I guess, where you can start making the decision on who's what and who's where?
Well, that's one thing we feel like we do a pretty good job with here in Chapin. We take the first part of the season to kind of develop who we think we can put certain places or play a certain position. But our defense has played really well the last 2 weeks in particular, really the last 3 weeks, even against Newberry. But, I'm really proud of those guys on that side of the ball. They've really lightened the load for offense. Against BC, we took a lot of pressure off our offense and let them come out and do their thing, especially in the first half. And last week, our defense stymied a very good offensive team at Dre for pretty much 3.5 quarters of football. And we got the opportunity to play a lot of guys in both those games and let those guys participate and show what they can do and get out there because they work hard as well, during the week of practice. But offensively, we've got a very young offensive line. We knew that coming in. Those guys are getting their noses bloodied a little bit right now, but that's what it's all about, getting them ready for the meat of the region season and hopefully playoffs time.
Coach, you're getting ready for a good Florida team that doesn't have a great record, but maybe a little deceiving. I know they have a good dual threat quarterback, at least early in the year. Josh Heatley was a good dual threat quarterback. What have you seen on film from Florida, and what do you think about this matchup?
When Florida and Chapin play, it doesn't matter if it's girls tennis or varsity football. You can throw records out the window. It's a very, very heated, very spirited rivalry between Chapin and Flora. It's a healthy rivalry. We've always enjoyed competing against each other. So it really doesn't matter what the records are leading into it. For the last 5 years, I think it is this game right here is decided on the region champion. So it's got a lot of clout to it, and we welcome them to come in. I expect it to be a barn burner like it has been the last 5 or 6 years that we've played each other. And Heatley is a heck of a quarterback. It looks like they're getting some of their guys in the right positions where they're wanting, with Coach Drafts coming in as a new coach this year and got a lot of new staff guys there. He's doing a good job getting those guys prepared and their record is not probably what they wanted at this time, but we're all kind of in the same boat. We all lost a lot of guys to graduation last year and just trying to get these young guys ready to go.
And talk about your 38-20 win over BC. How satisfying a win was that? And if I'm not mistaken, did y'all lose to those guys last year? I don't have the record in front of me, but I'm thinking y'all.
We beat them last year.
Oh, okay.
We ended up beating them. They beat us everywhere but where it mattered, though, on the scoreboard.
All right.
This year was a little different story, a different tale of the story. We came out in the first half and probably the best we've executed in a couple of years offensively and jumped on them pretty good. And like I said earlier, we were able to play a lot of guys in the second half to get some guys in there and get some guys off the field and make it a total team win.
Oh, great. You've got a couple guys, you got a little bit of a South Carolina connection, it looks like. You got Will Register up there this year and Hank Manos coming next year. What do you think about those guys' prospects for helping the Gamecocks out down the road?
Well, South Carolina's done a good job recruiting our area and our state, and we're fortunate to have had Will Register get picked up by Mason Zandy, who graduated last year, played offensive tackle for him, played for us here as well. And then we've got Hank Manos, who's our center, going to be going there next year. And those guys
Manos
have really
done.
done. Yes, he's been very impressive the first part of the season, and he is an all-state wrestler. He's undefeated heavyweight last year, and wrestling and football goes so much hand in hand. he's impressed people, not just with his football abilities, but what he can do on the mat as well.
Coach, I'll ask you this. Going into this back end of the schedule, do you feel like the team has started to come into themselves, start coming into their own?
Oh, definitely. We have a very tough non-region schedule. We did that. We felt like if we could come out on top, 3-2, and in fact, that was the words I used with our coaches. Of course, you want to win them all, and at least be in a position to win them all. And we were in position to be 5-0 coming out of non-region. We played lost to a very good Irmo team. Had our chances there. We spotted them 17 points, and it's hard to crawl out of a hole against any team, let alone a good team like Coach Kennedy has over there. And of course, Newberry speaks for itself. Coach Strickland's done such a great job there, and we had a drop touchdown pass with under 2 minutes to go to tie that ball game up. We lost 21-14, and but we knew that was going to get us ready for what we were going to face come region time, and I think we survived it well, and we're sitting at the same record we were this time last year, and ended up playing for the lower state championship. So we're hoping we can keep getting better and be 1-0 at the end of each week.
Hey, Coach, this is Kristen. I'm back. I had to step away.
Welcome back.
So you mentioned that one of your goals with your teams is although you guys are 4-2, that you were in position to win all of your games. What is something that that you focus on the most and being consistent with that you feel does set you up to be in a position to win them all, even if you don't?
We think to be successful, you've got to have team goals, and every year we kind of tweak them a little bit, but our overall goals never change. Number one, we want to win 10 ball games. We can still accomplish that. Number two, we want to win the region. We can still accomplish that. Number three, we want to make the playoffs. If we take care of 1 and 2, we definitely will do that. And then our fourth one is we want to win a state championship. And last year we fell a little short of at least competing for the state championship, but that's our goal. Our battle cry this year has been one more week. Just give us one more week. Right. That's not too much to ask. One more week.
That's good.
And that's kind of what we focused on.
Sounds good. High school game day will be at Chapin High School. We'll be there pregame at 7:00 p.m. and the radio broadcast will start at 7:30. Coach, I got one more question to ask you. This might be a personal question, all right? This just me and you here.
Oh, Lord.
Now, I coached at AC Florida last year.
Here he go.
Now, playing that Spirit Communications part was a great experience. Now, I would say, though, I think we could have won that game.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you didn't.
We shut down. Is this just me and him?
You do it on the pass right now.
Yeah.
Show is in his feelings.
I'll go do it on the pass here. Yeah. We shut down the register pretty well.
Let it go.
We play on some nice grass, some nice dirt.
But did you get that dub?
I coached at Richmond Northeast when we played Chapin too. And just losing to Chapin is, it stays with my heart.
We need to give him a
Seems like you need to coach somewhere else.
Hey, Coach, can I coach at Chapin?
Come on.
Coach Gentry, don't listen. This man is in his feelings right now.
What?
Because y'all lost.
What?
Hey, you'll always remember losing at your own workplace.
Coach, let's send me a spot next year. I'll be there next year.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
That's why I talk to everybody. Coach, we thank you for calling in, and we will see you on Friday night, all right?
Peace.
All right, Coach. We'll come back. We'll talk about some USC and Clemson football. So we'll talk about what happened last weekend, and we will have some thoughts about that. So basically stay tuned right here on the Walk Ons. Hey, Coach.
Talk.
Yes, sir.
Can you do one more thing for me?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can say this in 30 seconds. That'd be great. Just say you listen to the Walk Ons on Freethinkers Radio. Or just say your name. Say you listen to the Walk Ons on Freethinkers Radio.
You're listening to the Walk Ons on Freethinkers Radio.
This is Coach Gentry. You listen to the Walk Ons on Freethinkers Radio.
I'm sorry. Coach Gentry. You're listening to the Walk Ons on Freethinkers Radio.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And we'll see you Friday.
Ask him if he can get us some starting lineup, some stats, and some roster for Friday.
Yeah, make sure you email us your starting lineup everything that we need for Friday night to my email. I'll text that to you.
You got it. I'll get it to you.
All right, man.
Talk
to you soon.
All right. Thank y'all.
All
right, bye.
So you pick your coaching spots like you pick your team. You just bandwagon. Okay. All right.
Hey, make it work, man. Make it work.
You don't want to jump on a losing team. You might not be there long.
He sure ain't pick his top.
I'm saying you need to let somebody. Oh, Jesus.
I should ask him that. See what he thought about that.
You rooting for Carolina?
Huh?
Nothing.
No. It's better than Ohio State.
Hey, we suck. I don't care.
Oh, okay. I was finna say. Listen.
That's not. Go Rams.
Listen.
Because we beat Dallas this week.
Yo, Jared Goff got me 18 points in fantasy. I was so happy.
If Marcus beat me.
If you would have heard
I know you paid
his top 10.
You beat me.
If you would have heard his top 10. If you would have heard this, that's all I got to say.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody.
Why you hitting tables? We are not in school.
Hey, you know
this is not me getting my education.
Hey, this table ain't pure wood.
My goodness, she trying to break stuff in here.
Hey,
listen, man. Listen, I've been with kids all day, just like you. You ain't got to get in your feelings.
How old your kids?
They in special needs like that.
Oh,
shut her down. Got her.
Automatic win on that one.
Hey. Okay, so welcome back. Follow us on all of our social media outlets as everybody, Periscope, Facebook, Twitch, Snapchat, Instagram.
Go ahead, say snitch. You about to say snitch.
I was about to say switch and snitches. And also check out our new website, www.freethinkersradio.com. And you can also check us out on iHeart Radio and iTunes. I was about to say iHeart.
Yeah, we on so much stuff. Just look.
We on everything.
We everywhere.
Yeah.
We gonna find you, so you can run and tell that.
Do we got any comments on Facebook, by the way? But while we're doing that, let's talk about some USC and some Clemson.
Some who?
Yeah. So
some USC.
Let me tell you about my point of view, how I felt about USC this past weekend. Then y'all can feel how I felt.
Sure.
I see the pain in your eyes. I'm ready.
No. I was watching the game. It was 17. I was actually watching the game at Spirit Communications Park because they had a festival there. All right. So I watched on the big screen. 17-7. Feel great. Hey, I said, okay, we just need to score like a touchdown or a field goal. We feel good. 17-10. I said, okay, cool. 17-17. I'll say, all right, cool. And then now, Jake Bentley gets sacked 4 times in a row. 17-24. Texas. I changed the channel after Bentley got sacked 4 times. I didn't watch the fourth quarter. I know, I did not. I changed the channel. And I said, you know what? Bump this. Fire so and so.
Oh, so we're not using names.
Chris.
Oh, now you
hold on. Wait. Chris, you ready to go in on him?
No. You
ready?
Because I was watching like, you know, how is Clemson doing this good, and we are so far behind.
Hey, whoa. We not gonna talk about Clemson yet.
We'll get to that.
We ain't gonna get on Clemson. We talk about Carolina.
I finished watching the rest of Clemson's game. And they looked real good. And then I started watching HBCU's game.
No, let's go back to Carolina.
Since when they've been?
Let's get to the root cause of why you
let's go back to Carolina's problem.
Okay, so all right, I was saying that, bump it. Kurt Wolper need to get fired.
No.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
And why do you feel that way, sir?
Because the play calls is horrible. And first of all, Williams, I don't know why his behind missed a whole block. The linebacker's coming straight through the hole.
Do we need to go back a few weeks and talk about the key player that you're missing?
It was like he was blocking air.
who did we say was going to be a problem?
Absolutely nobody.
Who we been missing?
Who y'all missing? Who y'all missing?
Problem?
Teacher, can I raise my hand? I want to answer that. Who y'all?
Yes.
Who y'all missing?
Tremaine, the answer, please.
You're missing your star player. He's not there anymore. You guys are going to lose every game.
A+100.
So
Debo's coming back soon.
Debo's not there.
Who said the season was over? About 2 weeks ago?
Who?
I didn't say the season was over.
Can I answer that again?
Tremaine's got this one.
We said that y'all wasn't going to win more games without Debo.
Pull the tape up.
Another A.
Pull the tape.
I feel a lot better with that 7-5 record.
Wow.
Who called 7-5?
Teacher.
Before the season started?
Teacher.
Tremaine.
Debo was your best man.
Ooh, you're on a roll.
I'm telling you.
I said 6-6.
Ooh,
I'm on record on Facebook.
Can I answer another question? Without Debo, you're not going to be over 500.
Hey, look, I say this, though. If we beat Clemson, that's our national championship.
Quick question. Can I answer this one? Teacher.
Tremaine.
Without Debo, you're not winning nothing.
Debo is coming back for
Quick question.
the Georgia game.
I got another one.
Yes, sir.
Dragging that ankle behind him.
Debo's ankle is hurt. He's broke. It's not going to happen.
In what world is Jake Bentley beating Clemson?
Without who?
Tremaine.
Debo.
With Kurt Roper at helm.
Yeah.
And that offensive
Y'all
line.
so
I
mean.
think Bentley can
Stop it. Stop it. Stop
Key
it.
player.
You said
Stop it.
7 sacks against
Stop it
Texas.
now.
Key player.
You
Look
don't
for
even
at least
believe-
11 against them.
Jermaine.
You don't have Debo. You're not beating Clemson.
Debo don't play defense.
Debo is.
Nobody plays defense.
Who needs to play defense?
His defense is just fine. It's that offense that need.
Wait a minute, Jesus. Y'all lost to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Please don't
Defense
say
is
nothing
fine.
about
Where?
that.
Kentucky's a good team.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Did you see the game they just played?
Kentucky's a good team.
Hold on. Wait.
Forget
Stop.
the last second
Stop.
field goal to beat
Right.
La Tech.
Correct. They just did you see the last game Kentucky just played? They looked terrible.
It was a,
And y'all lost.
it was an
Off game?
Who?
Everybody-
Off game for what?
Everybody has one of those off.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has an off game.
But
It wasn't off.
hey, except for Tennessee.
Yeah.
We might lose to Tennessee here.
Tennessee is gonna be a competition.
You lost to You almost lost to
Tennessee's got a
Louisiana
week
Tech.
off.
I mean, guess
Listen,
what?
Butch Jones is actually going to get off the hot seat for 1 week when he plays us.
I'm just
If he's
saying.
still there at that point. Just saying.
So you know what? Let's just not. We just told you y'all missing Debo. So okay.
We've been saying this for a minute now.
We told you this.
I understand you got
Did we not say this?
You got to have hope. I get it.
I have spoke my piece.
Okay.
Chris, write this down.
How many wins they?
Okay, I got you.
Oh, here we go.
Not enough
Hot
to
take.
get in a
My hot
bowl.
take.
I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
Right.
7-5.
7-5.
Beat Clemson.
Wow.
Beat Clemson.
So,
You really
Dreaming.
believe that?
Yeah.
The church is right across the street. I'm gonna need you to go lay prostrate.
And so is
at the
church.
altar.
Oh no. Change that.
Oh, excuse me.
It was 56-7 last
cross-
year.
cross that out.
Just
Okay, cross that.
8-4.
8-4?
Beat
Four.
Clemson.
Beat Clemson.
Win the bowl game.
wow.
Man, we about to kick you off your own show. We about to kick you off your own show.
You didn't caught a common code.
That's it right there. That's what happened.
I
We
got
need
it.
somebody got ibuprofen.
Now,
I think Marcus got a headache.
Is this with or without Cole Roper?
Cole Robert's gonna stay there till the end of the
Roper.
season.
So, yeah, okay.
That's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
nah, fam.
But he's not gonna be there until after the season, though.
This dude.
8-4 beat Clemson in a bowl?
Yeah.
And a
Garnet
bowl.
colored glass.
Y'all can't even cover the dudes for North Carolina State. They was killing
You
on the first
struggle
game.
with
NC
who?
State is good though.
NC State was killing on the first game.
Yeah,
Then you
that
almost
one-
lost. Who they play last week?
La Tech.
La Tech. And then you almost lost to them.
It's actually Louisiana Tech.
La Tech, Louisiana Tech,
La
Tech,
Tech.
all that.
La
Guess what?
Tech.
Y'all almost lost.
Look,
So who y'all gonna beat? And you couldn't beat Kentucky.
Georgia had a
Wofford.
2-hit
they
monster.
needed that Texas
Okay.
A&M win.
Wofford.
Tell me which games that Carolina's going to
Georgia.
Tell me which games Carolina's
Bet
going to
you
win.
Wofford
And they
beat
put the
them.
schedule.
Run through each rest of the schedule. We're going to run through this real quick.
All right, let's talk about Clemson while I put the schedule.
No. Pull up. No, just
Clemson's easy. They
Look,
won.
we don't have to talk about Clemson.
Like,
Clemson has,
Hey,
has played
I'm
the
gonna tell you
toughest
like
regular
this.
season game.
Look, they beat Virginia Tech. Look, I was expecting. I'm none taking away from Virginia Tech. I thought they were gonna play a better game, but I got to give it to Clemson.
That was my thing.
I got to give it to Clemson. They have that quarterback has come in and they have really stepped their game up. I mean, I didn't.
Ready? I'm ready.
You remember we talked about it. We didn't know what was gonna happen
All right.
Okay.
with a new quarterback coming in,
Kelly
how
Bryant.
he was gonna handle it. How Kelly Bryant was going to play, we didn't know.
Yeah.
But he has really stepped his game up. I got to give it to Clemson.
But
They
when you're
deserve to be
scoring on
number one.
defense and winning the turnover battle, it's making it easy
That's it.
for the quarterback.
It is.
Last year, they had to have a lot of fourth quarter wins because they were turning the ball over, and they needed Deshaun to bail them out
I got a
in
question.
the fourth quarter.
I got
But
it.
when you're winning the turnover battle, it doesn't come down to the fourth quarter.
Still,
I got a
correct.
question.
Go ahead.
Because we was talking about this in the beginning of the preseason before the season started.
Oh, great.
Didn't I say Clemson was disrespected?
Yeah.
And should,
I got to give you your
Not
props.
in the
He was
top
right.
five, yeah.
He was right.
They're going back to
They
the
were,
national.
they were number 5.
and I spoke. I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
why
I
they
see that.
they only missing one player. Everybody else is.
They probably
He was right. He was right.
We can roll tape. I remember.
Hey, OP was on point. He
From
said
the
it
jump.
right.
Got to give it to him.
I got to give
All right.
you
I got
props
the
on that
schedule.
one.
I
bro.
got
All right, so what's
Go ahead,
hold on.
please talk about the
Hold on. What's Carolina's current record? Let's start with the record. Let's see
3-2
where you're going
right
to get to
now.
these 8.
So what?
3-2 right now.
Brian, sorry.
What
All right,
5
so-
games you about to win?
5 games?
No,
I'll say the whole schedule right now.
First game,
South Carolina plays Arkansas on Saturday.
loss.
Loss.
South Carolina plays Tennessee on next.
Oh, you really lost that game.
50-50.
No, hey.
I'm going to give him 50-50.
No.
Vanderbilt plays South Carolina.
That's not going to
Sunday.
happen.
Loss.
South Carolina plays Georgia at Georgia.
Oh,
Loss.
that's definitely a loss.
Florida comes to town to play on.
Loss.
Loss.
No, Florida been
Loss.
I give you Tennessee. Hey,
Loss.
I will give you Tennessee.
Tennessee and
possibly.
Arkansas is their best chance.
Arkansas,
so far.
yeah, that's the
That's
best shot.
too. Add Florida to the list.
Because Georgia, you ain't
Keep
got
going.
a chance.
Wofford plays South Carolina.
That's
Yep.
Okay, I give you Wofford. Okay, I give you Wofford.
Oh, whoa.
Wofford.
Hey, well, Wofford, to be honest with you, I give y'all a 60-40 chance.
Okay.
You know what?
All All right, go.
Because y'all almost lost to
What do you
Louisiana
think,
Tech.
Marcus?
And then last but not
I'm ready.
least, of course, Clemson.
Definitely.
So y'all got a
You got a path.
championship.
You got a path to 6-6 if everything breaks your way.
Let's
Arkansas, Tennessee, and Wofford.
Start back over.
Honestly,
I agree. Maybe.
Let's look at Clemson's record.
Maybe.
Hold on.
Clemson's schedule. Here go Clemson's schedule.
I just want to say one thing. What if we roll tape? What did I say their record was gonna be?
Bump that. Clemson's schedule is this.
No, I said 6-6.
You said about that.
Wake Forest plays
You
Clemson.
said 4 games. Hey, did
Win.
you not say they was
So Wofford will be your fourth.
Wake Forest plays Clemson.
Win for Clemson.
Clemson goes to Syracuse.
Win.
Hey, Wake Forest, hold on. That
Georgia-
Wake Forest game should be good, though.
Georgia Tech plays,
First half, maybe.
They don't have an offense.
I'm not saying full game.
They don't have
Clemson
an
should win
offense.
that game, but
They
it's
don't
a
have
good
an
game.
offense.
Georgia Tech plays Clemson.
Win for
They should.
That should be close.
Yeah, that'll be a
because
close game.
I
It's
say
usually
watch,
always good.
if they got the option.
Clemson should win, though.
I say watch out for this game.
What?
Clemson goes to NC State.
Yeah, that's the toughest
That's
one.
gonna be a good one.
That's a trap game.
That's going to be a good
That's going to be tougher than Florida State at home.
Yeah.
That'll be your toughest
So-
game.
They got Florida State still, right?
That's
Yeah,
a
the
trap
game after
Yeah.
that, Florida State goes to
And Florida State played good last week.
And then they got the Citadel.
That's
a
a
win.
win.
Seal
Well,
deal.
yeah, if y'all lose the Citadel, I can go back against y'all. And
No, you can't.
Dude,
Out of Carolina ain't got a decent
then
record.
Clemson goes to South Carolina.
W. All right, so
Well, you guys are going to lose like 50 to nothing.
basically, I see paths to
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
Wait till the Carolina game. We're going to call that guy. too.
Come on, man. Why do you got to put these lies out there, Marcus?
It's not last. I'm not doing
They're not beating Clemson.
I'm not.
I can cover the
First-
national
first of all-
championship game for the Walk-Ons in Atlanta this year.
I'll come with you.
Hey, look. Hey, Jermaine, I'm not Sarah Huckabee. I tell you the truth.
Oh, okay.
Nah. I think it's going to be a better game than what people think.
Wait, for what game?
But Kurt Rubber got to go.
You know what?
Well, actually,
They must
2
be
years
playing,
ago.
They must be playing Richland Northeast or something like that because I don't know what you talk about.
Exactly.
It's a high school game for them.
You know Coach Bagger watch the show.
Shout out to
I'm
Mike,
just
but
saying.
That's the whole thing.
Hey,
But
Coach
we gotta
Wago, my
spit
dude,
this
though.
back to
Hey,
you.
I'm just using that as an example, just saying, look, because I would have said Spring Valley, but no. I agree with Opie. 4 games, maybe,
Wofford is the fourth.
maybe,
And maybe Tennessee.
No, maybe Wofford at the rate y'all
We
going.
better beat Tennessee because Tennessee sucks.
Hey, Arkansas lost to Texas A&M by a touchdown.
Hey,
as well,
but guess
so
who?
You got a
We got to win
chance.
those games.
Without Debo, you guys are.
Season over, fam. I told you that.
I told once Debo went down, it was a wrap.
When we come back, we're going to have the last say. We're going to talk about everything on the show and plus anything extra. So make sure to come back on here at the Walk Ons. See, I'm out of breath now.
Call it what you want. Call it what you
Who do we
want.
think will be at the Super Bowl?
Loss.
One of my teams I bandwagon on.
Hey, yo, hey, look.
Super Bowl. Listen, Alex Smith playing like he's trying to go. Alex Smith playing like he's trying to.
Hey, did you see that? Hey, hold on. Hey, honestly, they should have lost yesterday.
How about Deshaun?
He should not have.
Deshaun. Yeah.
They should have lost. No, Kansas City should have lost. He should have held on that ball. Washington had them beat. Do not take that away because he was wide open in the end zone.
Washington.
Seattle and Kansas City.
I getting tired of Washington.
Washington.
Seattle.
You said Seattle.
City.
Ew.
Yo,
I don't take Seattle.
Damn,
But you know,
Kansas
now I will
City
say this
might be
with
there.
Seattle though. I'm not counting Seattle out.
You can't.
Because Seattle
It's always
at the second part of the season, they for some reason they always turn it on.
I got Kansas City finally making that hump just because Alex Smith has been there before
he got
Yeah.
a point to prove right now.
and he's
It's contract year.
his contract year and the team is actually he's playing good. He's playing good. Hopefully that defense.
He got his replacement sitting there ready.
Oh, you
I
Mahomes
agree with you. I
already-
agree with you. I agree with you on Kansas City. On the NFC side though, I don't really know who's really showing.
I just got Seattle doing it because when it comes down to a grind game, they can frustrate Green Bay, who is my favorite, and then I just think the Falcons will be the Falcons. They'll find a way to beat themselves.
Oh, yeah.
As long as I ain't got to see the Patriots, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, you're probably not gonna see
I'm glad
that. They don't. The Patriots do not have any. Their defense, their pass game. I mean,
Yo.
coverage game is
Hey,
terrible right
I'm
now.
just
Matt
glad-
Patricia better
hey,
get it together soon.
Chris, I'm just glad we beat the Patriots on Sunday. And your Rams.
We
Beat them.
Shout out
beat
to
Dallas.
Cam.
man.
Shout out to the
Yeah,
Rams.
y'all-
Man,
Hey.
hey, but
Yeah, y'all
hey,
deep,
hold on.
but
Did I
it's-
not say Jared Goff was gonna be having a good season so far?
Jared Goff
I said Jared Goff was gonna have a good
I can't
season.
even.
But what did I say?
He's
was
agreeing
gonna,
with the new coach.
Correct.
What did I say was going to be the key to that?
I mean, I get okay. To be honest with you, you know what? To be honest with you, Gurley had to be on point, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. What Todd Gurley has shown up every single solitary week.
Without him.
But what has helped is that Gurley has been able to by catching the ball out the backfield. That's what's been making it more difficult for
He has to
teams.
step up.
Y'all need some
And
defense.
because they have. You said we need a defense.
Yeah.
Is something wrong with you?
No,
You ain't been watching what I've been watching.
I've been watching.
Hold on. Hey, hold on.
Sammy Watkins showed out on that Thursday night.
Sammy Tish, man, I got to give it to him. But I got it, Marcus. Come on now. Every time it comes down to crunch moment, we should have even beat Washington. We didn't beat Washington, and that's because of key errors on just penalties, just mess ups.
The last
outside of that, we should be 4-0 right now.
Y'all should have been undefeated. But the last 2 or 3 games though, y'all been team score up there in almost in the 40s.
That may be true, but we have the offense now to be able to
y'all got the offense.
counter
I don't complain.
That's not the problem.
The offense has been good. I'm just saying that defense, if it was for Gurley, it could have been easily reversed.
But like Skip Bayless wanted to get on Undisputed yesterday and wanted to give Dallas just give all kind of excuses. He wanted to make all kind of excuses. He said he tried to say because he said Zeke is distracted and they just and Dez Bryant and Dak aren't on the same page. That ain't football. Is football.
Yeah.
When you step on the field, you know that you get paid to play.
You tired of Dallas? I'm tired of Skip.
And then he says he said the Rams had longer time to recover than Dallas did. That's an excuse right there alone too, because whether you got 12 days or 13 days, you still got time to recover and get on the field. That makes no difference. Play
your job regardless.
I'm sorry, I give Carolina their props though.
Yeah.
Even though you may be mad,
I want to see Carolina in
fantasy football. The breaks off. But
I want to say this though.
I was going to play them around so bad. Let's go ahead.
No, that's not going to happen.
We're going to talk about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, 57 points.
Dude,
listen,
4 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown.
5 touchdown totals overall.
Yeah,
Deshaun is true.
Deshaun.
And I did call it. I did call it. He was going to be a good player.
Yeah.
And he looked
that wasn't a
last
shot.
to the number 13.
It's just one game though, of course. But it's
been 2.
He had about 2 good games.
Yeah, he played well against the Patriots. They just
his first.
He got Tom Brady at the very end.
Yeah,
because it's what
It'll be interesting to see what he does throughout the season.
So we're gonna talk about Marshawn Lynch losing a step, or we're not gonna touch that?
No, I ain't
Marshawn Lynch did not lose his step. Their offensive line is not doing a doggone thing.
No, they not.
No,
you don't hold.
It's not
Marshawn, don't you can't take Marshawn. Don't do that with Marshawn.
Right.
Marshawn Lynch is still a beast. It's that offensive line. Am I wrong, OP?
I'm not gonna go that far, but the offensive line has retracted, and it looks. I got you. I'm just saying. He's still over 3 yards a carry. I mean,
which is still good in the NFL.
Still decent.
Yeah, I mean, so
still good.
Anybody would still take Marshawn Lynch anytime.
My thing is with him, it's been a year. So until he get his rhythm, this is good. What happened? I missed it.
Yeah, that's the after show. That's the after show.
Are you sure that's after show?
That's the after show. All
right, hey.
So you say anybody will take him, but
why would you not?
So would Minnesota take AP?
No,
Minnesota, that was stupid for what they did in the first.
No.
Now it is because Dalvin Cook is out. So.
Exactly. So now they're gonna take AP back now.
It's too late.
They need to. It's too late. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He need to ask for a trade.
That's their fault. No, they're not gonna.
Oh yeah, he gonna get traded at the end of the season.
Well, for what now?
Look at the offense he's playing with though. The offense is not designed for.
I don't know why he just went there for money because I wouldn't.
It is. He did.
Oh yeah, because on the very first day that was a given because the system for New Orleans is straight Drew Brees pass.
Yeah, it's a passing offense.
It's Sean Payton and what he feels like at this moment, and I ain't got time for that.
But you're not.
He'd been better off going with the Colts when they had.
He probably will be.
I will give you that.
Peyton will run the ball.
Peyton will run the ball.
Yeah,
quick.
He'll try to check into the best play every time.
Yeah.
But now, defense wise. One of the top defenses, and everybody's not paying attention to. Well, 2 defenses. Jacksonville has been balling defense-wise.
I give you that.
And the Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions have scored a touchdown. They've had a turnover every week.
I give you Jacksonville. Jacksonville been real good.
Detroit, you got to give the Lions a props.
I give the Lions a little bit too.
Because, you want to know a team that's going to make the playoffs? The Lions are going to make the playoffs again, and nobody's going to pay attention to it.
They're going to make it.
And they're not going to pay. Under the radar right now.
And Matthew Stafford will find a way to mess it up.
They're going to lose. just like I said, like my Rams will make the first round, but they'll lose.
I give you another team to watch out for. Buffalo. They're 3-1 right now.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I will give you that.
I'm going to tell you who you don't need to watch out for. The Bears. Oh, John Fox on the way out of
That's
here.
like saying watch out for the Dolphins.
Look, John Fox, Marvin Lewis on the way out, and I hate to do it to
Marvin
my boy,
Lewis
but
should've
Jay
been-
Cutler.
Marvin Lewis.
See how Marvin
Man.
Lewis has survived this long with the
Yeah. Marvin Lewis should have been gone, by the way.
All right. Hey, keep saying Derek Carr got hurt. Just got that deal. And
He got
hurt.
Romo. He got Tony Romo. He was on there the same way.
Don't nobody want Tony Romo on their team.
Huh?
Oh, say that
Don't know.
No.
Dude, come on, bro. Really?
Listen,
Really?
that's enough.
He must have. Opie, he must have said Tony Romo is a beast.
Listen.
I did not
Oh, you
say
gotta
that,
hear the
man.
foolishness.
Come on,
You gotta
man.
hear the foolishness.
Don't nobody want Tony
You wouldn't put it in
Romo.
your top 10?
Man, I wouldn't even put him in my top 20. Talking about Tony Romo.
Listen, we gotta
on
tell you
next,
about all
on next
We
Tuesday.
can talk about this.
Make sure you tune in next Tuesday on the Walk Ons Radio Show.
Hot mess.
And High School Game Day Show on Friday.
Got a common coach.
Looking forward to doing some play-by-play Friday.
There you go. Bobby, Chris, Tremaine. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Huh?
You know what? He said Tony. He must have said
Look.
something about Tony Romo.
All right, what's
He
the
put
after
him
show?
at
What's the after show right
number
quick?
9.
Who?
We still live?
Ahead of
What you
Eli.
gotta say? What you gotta say?
Eli got 2 Super Bowls.
You got nothing to say?
No.
I didn't got nothing to say. I
All
didn't say
right.
anything.
See y'all next Tuesday.
I didn't say, hey, bye, y'all.